Hello gems, my name is Bushnell. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stay long enough to subscribe. I talk about femininity, personal development, and mindset. If you're already part of the tribe, darling, welcome back. Let me tell you, how you show up in this world is very, very important. In 7 seconds, people already have a first impression about you. So in this video, I want to tell you, or I want to just talk about showing up, or rather how you show up. The first point is work well. Let me tell you, it's encouraged to job hop, right? So that you can be able to make more money, create a bigger CV, but you don't want to do this if you are working poorly. You won't get good referees. You won't get good referrals. I am one person who believes in having good work ethics. It's essential. It's important, especially as a Christian. Our Father in heaven has good work ethics. Why shouldn't you? And we are made in His image. The Bible tells us work as unto the Lord. Whatever you do, do it as if you're doing it for the Lord. Okay? Fine. Let your work speak for itself. When I look at how you cleaned that table, I go like, wow. And let me tell you, one thing I do is I don't tip waiters if the service was bad. If they just did their work just to do their work, to say they've done the work, girl, I am not tipping. But there are people who do such a good job, even Uber drivers. They make sure there's music, their conversation is nice, and I definitely have to tip. So let your work speak for itself. There are people who've been hired just by they were seen by someone and they're like, wow, this person is doing such a good job at that place that they are, we have to poach them. Okay, so that's something, especially if you're in creative or you're in the spoken space, like an MC, a journalist, you'll be poached very fast. The second thing is speech. Now you're gonna have to learn how to speak with a clear and concise manner. And one way of doing this is reading a lot. Read a lot of books because it will help you, okay? And try not to watch movies where they just talk slang, and even music. Watch movies where they speak eloquently, right? Listen to music with actual English words, okay? One thing we strive not to do as ladies, as women of God, as feminine women, is to not have a potty mouth, okay? Do not talk, do not be the one cussing out here. Also, do not gossip. That's not a good CV on you. Okay, people will label you as, hey, that girl, that lady, she gossips a lot. And this is actually on the list of the 7 things the Lord hates in Proverbs. So kindly, let us strive not to gossip. If you're going to talk about someone, be the one who speaks positively about that person. Or ignore or walk out of that conversation altogether. All right? The third thing is appearance. Okay? You care for others and self through your appearance. Let me tell you, it shows you respect me. It shows you respect the person you're meeting. It shows you respect yourself when you show up to a place looking good. And this doesn't mean you're wearing expensive designer clothes. But if you have the money, girl, wear them. It's about being polished and presentable, right? Because you can wear really designer clothes, but you can be the one wearing those Chanel clothes that is a crop top. It's very, very short and you're in a business event. Come on, that's not showing respect. It's also about grooming, right? Well-kept hair, your breath is not smelling, you look clean, there's nothing on your eyes like looking ewy, and also dressing for the occasion. Do you know how to dress for business casual? Do you know how to dress for a wedding? Do you know how to dress for a party? You should know how to dress for these things. And if you'd love for me to do a video about this, because I love talking about fashion, I always write my articles on LinkedIn, and if you want me to do a video just for this, let me know in the comments. I will do a fashion video and I'll get a fashion video done immediately on how to dress for different occasions with examples, okay? Yes, so you just tell me on the comments. If you're liking this video so far, thumbs up is a good thing. Thank you. Let's go to the next one. How you make people feel. Let me tell you, people may forget the words, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. See, you've had that quote before. Treat everyone with respect. Let me tell you, from the watchman to the waitress to the cleaner, right? You might find yourself, maybe your shoe breaks, your heels breaks, God forbid. It's really such an awful inconvenience. And you know who will help you? Those people, right? So just treat them with respect. I'm not saying they become your besties, because that might lead to familiarity, and them losing respect for you. But just treat them with basic courteous respect, right? And then one thing, ladies, feminine women don't argue with people. You just can't have the energy to argue with people. Don't embarrass them by walking out of the situation or just telling them, I'm fine. Okay. Respect yourself enough to know that you won't lower yourself to that standard. And then be engaging and a good listener, right? When people talk, nod your head, have those other non-verbal cues. Let your legs be looking at them, not the other side. Don't take out your phone when they're talking. Be engaging and a good listener. And finally, invest intellectually by reading, taking courses, refining your skills, and thank God for YouTube University, okay? You could also invest in your emotions, work on being self-aware and healing from past trauma. Nowadays, there's therapy even online, okay? So what's your excuse? And then also spiritually, you need to grow spiritually, okay? In John, 15, where it talks about the branches that do not grow, they're plucked off. Yes, okay? You have to grow spiritually as well. Connect with God. But generally, just avoid low energy behaviors like slouching, being nervous, fidgeting. Try to avoid those, right, when you're in a space with people. And darling, trust me, you'll be showing up correct. Let me know which of these points resonated with you in the comment sections. Until next time, have a beautiful one.